7 signs you're more like roommates than spouses. The moment you utter the words, "I do," is intended to signify the commencement of a journey brimming with love, companionship, and adventure. However, as time passes, it's common to sense that your relationship has evolved into more of a pragmatic arrangement, resembling two roommates sharing a living space. We've all encountered narratives of marriages that transform into situations akin to roommates rather than romantic partnerships. So, how can you discern if your relationship has veered into this realm? Here are 7 indicators that suggest your connection might be more akin to roommates than spouses. 1. You have separate lives. Remember the days when the two of you would spend endless hours together, sharing your thoughts and dreams, and everything felt enchanting? Well, things have taken a turn. Nowadays, it seems like you're leading separate lives, each person pursuing their own interests and hobbies. It's not that you necessarily disapprove of what the other person is doing, but you're not particularly engaged either. You come home, perhaps have a brief catch-up conversation, and then go your separate ways. This isn't just about hobbies, it extends to the entirety of your daily lives. You wake up at different times, eat at different times, and probably even go to bed at different times. It's like you're sharing a living space, but operating on completely different schedules. Having separate interests isn't inherently negative, everyone needs their space and time. However, if you find yourselves living in parallel rather than sharing experiences, it could be a sign that you're more akin to roommates than spouses. 2. Intimacy has become a rarity. The one element that authentically sets apart a romantic relationship from a platonic one appears to have diminished in importance within your relationship. It extends beyond just physical intimacy, although that is undeniably significant. The absence of those profound and meaningful conversations is palpable. Remember the times when you could discuss anything and everything imaginable? Now, it feels like your discussions revolve around the bare necessities, focusing more on practicalities like bill payments and household chores rather than sharing dreams and aspirations. Even when it comes to physical intimacy, it's become almost negligible. Perhaps there are occasional moments, but they seem more like obligatory actions rather than genuine, spontaneous connections. It's as if intimacy has transformed into a scheduled task rather than an organic, passionate encounter. When both emotional and physical intimacy dwindle in a relationship, it's worth taking a moment to reflect. This diminishing closeness could be a clear indicator that your dynamic resembles that of roommates rather than spouses. 3. Communication has become functional. Have you observed that the majority of your conversations tend to center around routine, day-to-day matters? These discussions resemble the kind one might typically have with a roommate, focused on tasks like bill payments, household chores, or coordinating doctor appointments. But where have those stimulating, profound talks about life, love, or even current events gone? While addressing practicalities is essential, they shouldn't monopolize your discussions with your partner. A thriving relationship should leave space for spontaneity and more profound engagement. If you find that your conversations lack depth and primarily revolve around pragmatic concerns, it could be an indication that your interaction is more reminiscent of roommates than spouses. 4. There's a lack of shared goals. One of the wonderful aspects of being in a relationship lies in the shared journey. Common goals, dreams, and ambitions can foster a closer connection between partners. However, what happens when you realize that these shared dreams are no longer present? It might be that your financial plans have taken different paths or that your career trajectories have diverged. Your life aspirations may no longer align, and it feels as though you're both moving in entirely different directions. The sense of togetherness, the concept of we, seems to have been replaced with I. Your plans and dreams have become more individualistic, giving the impression that you're merely coexisting in the same space rather than actively building a life together. If you find yourself relating to this situation, it's possible that you've transitioned from a spouse mindset to more of a roommate arrangement. 5. The magic has faded. Relationships experience their highs and lows. However, if you perceive that your relationship has shifted into a dull routine devoid of excitement or novelty, it may indicate underlying issues. Recall those moments when even the most ordinary activities felt enchanting simply because you were doing them together. Yet now, everything seems routine, bordering on monotonous. There's a lack of anticipation, joy, or thrill. It feels like you're merely coexisting, going through the motions, and fulfilling obligations. Certainly, every relationship settles into a comfortable routine after the initial honeymoon phase. However, if you struggle to recall the last time you shared a hearty laugh, went on a date night, or felt genuinely excited about spending time together, it might be time to acknowledge that your dynamic is resembling that of roommates rather than spouses. 6. Lack of emotional support. In the face of life's challenges, we often seek emotional support from our partners. Yet, what if that support is no longer present? Picture returning home after a challenging day at work, anticipating comforting words, a hug, or perhaps a listening ear. Instead, you are met with indifference or a casual, "that sucks." It gives the impression that your partner no longer prioritizes your emotional well-being. The absence of mutual support during difficult times raises a red flag. Emotional support forms a fundamental aspect of a romantic relationship. If you find yourself navigating emotional storms alone, despite sharing the same living space, it could be an indication that your relationship is adopting more of a roommate dynamic. 7. You feel more like friends. Friendship lays a beautiful foundation for a relationship. However, if your relationship appears more akin to a platonic friendship rather than a romantic partnership, it may be worth reconsidering. Undoubtedly, you both enjoy each other's company. Yet, there's an absence of spark, a dearth of romance. The idea of intimacy might even feel awkward. When envisioning your future, you see them present, but solely as a friend, not as a romantic partner. This may strongly suggest that your relationship has transitioned into roommate territory. While friendship holds immense value in a marriage, it should not stand as the sole pillar. A romantic connection is essential to distinguish it from a mere roommate scenario. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any new videos. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comments section down below, and feel free to stay and enjoy it until the end. Also make sure to check out our next highlighted video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.